Around 7 months ago, I got my trench coat and my magnifying glass popped on a little hat as well, and I became an investigator. And what I investigated were these Chinese streaming factories. And ever since, they have absolutely baffled me. I've been goo goo gaga, just absolutely in awe, watching these things, learning about these things, and just watching how they function. I wanted to find out every single detail I could about these things, down to the smallest nut hair. I wanted to read the fine print to figure out what these things were really about. Because on the surface level, they seem to be these dystopian, Black Mirror, futuristic, grim, grim future for humanity. The never-ending chase for clout leaves people set up under bridges with their ring lights and their cameras. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. This thread from Naomi Wu, or Real Sexy Cyborg, she lays it out and talks about the streaming industry in China, and it's much more interesting than that surface level dystopian chase for clout. It actually gets pretty deep, and I was interested throughout the entire thread. I know at first it's very jarring. Why are all these people under the bridge? Did they abandon their families to pursue a career online being a live streamer in China? That's what it definitely looks like. But as Naomi explains it, it's hard times for e-thoughts. No, I'm joking, of course. And she was too. She says what's actually going on is that they're gaming the location feature on the streaming platforms that they're using that allows users to search locally. And typically they aim to go to wealthier areas because those areas naturally have higher donation rates. So going there gives them a higher chance to receive a lot more money for them being a streamer, which makes sense if you think about it. You're gonna go where the most opportunity is. And she says the reason that they're all huddled together in this like homeless encampment kind of look is that they like being in groups and they like having company, which also makes sense. Being alone on a street corner doing this by yourself definitely would be very sketchy. But she threw up some more pictures here where people are doing this not only under a bridge, they're doing it along the street, they're doing it along the street again, under a different bridge, under a bridge again, and then just like on random little curbs beside a street. Just anywhere they can, really. They just pick a spot, typically a higher, wealthier area, and then they'll just stream there. So this is just their way to put themselves to the grindstone, that Sigma male, black pill, work hard, no days off, sleep on the ceiling kind of mindset, sleep on a bed of nails and wake up and then wash that down with some rusty nails kind of deal. And in this thread, Naomi also explains that they typically don't get kicked off the corners or under the bridges or beside the streets that they're doing this on because the cops really don't care. They'll just ask them to leave if they're singing too loudly, but that's pretty much it. And also the pervert aspect of it, how they could potentially be like taken advantage of or whatever, that also goes back to them doing this in groups and also live streaming it. So if someone did come up and try to be weird, get touchy-feely or do something crazy, they would be seen immediately on the live stream and they'd be able to just call the cops or just gang up on him and stomp on his nuts. And as you can see, there's a lot of effort put into this. They're not just like a TikToker. They don't just set up their phone and, do some wacky dances in front of the camera. She has 2 cameras set up here, a ring light, a laptop, what looks to be like an audio interface, some sort of like soundboard there in front of her, as well as a mouse. Just a full like professional streaming setup on the street. And actually seeing this thread made me change my mind from my initial reactions from that first video. I don't remember exactly what I said. I don't really remember what I ate this morning. But it was something along the lines of, this is crazy, this is wild. Why are there factories of, mainly women in China doing these live streams? It looks like a cow farm, I think I compared it to. How they're all just lined up in a row doing the same exact thing, being milked for their views and attention or whatever. But now it's completely flip-flopped. I'm on the other side of the fence, if there was a fence here. I'm on the side that I think this is cool. I think this is awesome. It's just people out there on their grind, working for what they get and loving what they do. And it's also different from that argument people have on TikTok saying that, oh, TikTokers are only successful because they're pretty or they have a big butt and they just shake it in front of the camera. these people actually have some skill. I want you to listen to this one singing right here, this lady. That's some angelic stuff right there. I feel like if I laid down in my bed, I would just start levitating. Also, in my other video on this, I thought they were being kind of forced to do this, you know, with a gun behind the camera type of deal, making them live stream. But it appears to be the exact opposite. All of these people are doing this completely of their own free will, unless the guy recording has a gun behind that camera. I mean, look at her. She's looking kind of scared. And Naomi also posted this video in the thread to say that it's not only young women that are doing this, for all the shrieking incels out there that are thinking that it's only women doing this, that there's also a bunch of dudes doing it together, you know, working on a bridge here, all doing their live streams together. And this does look really goofy from an outsider's perspective. Oh, dang, that guy's streaming in mud. The dedication, bro. Now, of course, this does all look goofy and weird from an outsider's perspective, much like it would probably look weird if you got a view of what I was doing right now. I'm going to go ahead and set one up to see how weird it looks. This is the best angle I could get. I can't really do it. And now, obviously, I don't live in China. I don't know how everything works and functions. I don't know the culture, so I don't know the true impact. It seems that this kind of streaming is far more popular than like Twitch streamers or YouTube streamers. So that's the main reason why so many people are going after it, because there's like some big, massive celebrities and streamers over there that make buku bucks, that Monopoly man running with a bag kind of money. So it seems like that's what they're chasing after, and that's what they're pursuing, that kind of career. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk about like the Chinese streaming industry again real quick, because I made one video on it and it kind of got a lot of views, especially for my channel. So I just wanted to make an update, my new ideas, new opinions. I'm a changed man. I have new thoughts in this head every single day. What's the next one gonna be? I don't know. It might be crazy. It might just be goofy. It might even be, dare I say, insane. So I just wanted to put this out there into the ether for anyone who wants to watch. Hopefully you didn't enjoy.